Shut up and sit down.
What sort of feelings do you get when you see animals suffering?
Funnily enough, actually, because I work for Newham Council, and we're just in the middle of the company that I work for, catering company, and in the middle of a massive debate because they all want animals to be unstunned.
Right.
And I think it's terrible because we're part of animal welfare, we're part of the Red Tractor organisation, and we stun all our animals, and they want them all unstunned, and our company's giving it to them. So, yeah.
So if we have,
That's why I'm interested in this.
if we have an animal that is really happy, great life, and then I take a bolt gun, say if it's in front of you, and put the gun to the animal's head and pull the trigger, doesn't feel a thing, is there still a moral issue with it? The killing in itself? Even when they're stunned?
Well, I don't go that deep. For me, I don't want to cause any pain, and I understand the human cycle and things, you can go as far as saying you're going to look after every fish in the ocean and things like that.
Well, let's say I had an animal here then in front of you, like a dog, and I was like, this dog's really happy, and I pulled a knife out and killed the dog in front of you. Would it bother you?
Of course, yeah, it would.
Yeah. What if it was a pig?
Why wouldn't it?
What if it was a pig?
Any living creature, it would bother.
So,
if it itself is happy.
yeah.
But how would you determine its happiness?
Oh God.
Like, you could be smiling, but actually your life is miserable right now.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You said maybe you can start reducing it. But the thing is, with any other moral issue, if we establish that something is wrong, we'd say it doesn't matter how many times you do it, it's always wrong. If I beat my wife once a week instead of 5 times a week, still bad, right? But I mean, it's better, but it's still bad.
I don't like it, but you cannot do anything about it, right?
So why do you think this is happening to them? Why is this happening?
I don't know. Just like lower the costs.
It's happening because people are paying for it to happen. So it's a supply and demand situation.
Yeah.
So the only reason they're being put through this is because people are buying these products, buying meat, buying eggs, buying dairy. If people boycott them, we can make a difference to the supply and demand, and we can affect how many animals they breed into existence.
Yeah.
So do you think this is something that the consumer has responsibility for?
Sorry?
Do you think this is something that the consumer has responsibility for? The consumer can change?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
There's only a certain, I just don't want them to feel any pain. Everybody dies, but without pain, I'd like them to be.
But so if we had a dog here then, and I said, it's not going to feel pain, and got a gun out, kill the dog.
It's not, that's not.
If I was going to eat it, I don't need to. I could eat something else. I could eat pasta, whatever, but I like the taste of that dog. Do you see any ethical issue there? Would you try and stop me?
And I don't think yeah, of course, but I don't think I've thought about it that deeply.
Yeah.
Really. I just, yeah, no.
If it was a pig then, would you try and stop me?
Yeah. A pig or a dog or a cow or anything, or a dog or a cat.
So does that...
Just because we don't see it.
Right, yeah. But would you say, regardless of whether the animal's happy or not, it's still wrong to kill, if we don't need to?
So we do need to.
Right.
People who want.
So wants and need. So I might want to.
He's fretless properly.
I might want to slap you in the face, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I need to. If you had the opportunity, hypothetically, to end their suffering and live in like a vegan world, would you do it?
Yeah. I think if the shops like stores, they don't help me, then stop this bad meat.
Yeah. How do you think this will stop?
Yeah. I think it's people. I think it have to be people. I think if people don't want it, then
And it goes away. Yeah. Do you think there's a humane way to kill?
Yeah, of course.
Do you think there is a humane way to kill?
Yeah, I think so.
What does that look like?
I don't know, with electricity or something.
So if I had an animal here, let's say like a dog, and I got like an electricity bolt gun, back of the head, pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Do you see any ethical issue there?
I don't think so, no.
Even though I could not do it, it's unnecessary, right?
Well, it's like shit happens, you know, like.
But that can't be used to justify everything we do, right? What if someone did it to me? Bullet gun to the back of the head.
Yeah.
Would that be wrong?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Why would that be wrong then?
Well, maybe it wouldn't be wrong.
Oh my god.
Yeah, now you open my mind.
Now, we don't need to do this to them to survive because we can have soy milk, coconut milk, hemp milk, shoe milk. We can have vegan meat, we can have vegan chicken nuggets. So if we don't need to, what are we putting them through this for? And I totally understand where you're coming from when you say I want...
This is the way of life back in the day, though, I mean, really.
I mean, our ancestors needed to survive, right? Right now, we have supermarkets. We have an abundance of choice. And I understand where you're coming from with the whole stunning thing, because I used to think the same. Then I realized I was looking for the right way to do the wrong thing. Because with any other...
Yeah, that's something as far as we've got. I just,
Yeah.
like obviously, I've dealt with things first.
Of course, yeah. It's not something we always think about. We don't need to hurt these animals to survive or be healthy. What reason do we have to do it to them? You have no reason. And what reason do you have to go vegan?
Every reason, probably the same.
Every reason, yeah.
Are you vegan?
Yes. God, imagine if I wasn't, that'd be hypocritical, wouldn't it? But you agree that I have a will to live, right?
Yeah.
So if someone takes my life away, even if I don't feel it, it's wrong to the victim, surely. I don't want to die.
Yeah, sure.
And do you think animals also possess the will to live?
Yeah.
So if I take an animal's life away when it doesn't want to die, if I don't need to, is that unethical? If I don't need to?
Well, if you don't need to, then not. Then no. Yeah, then it's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so how would we morally justify it then? What moral justification can we use?
I guess none.
None.
Yeah.
Can you think of any moral justifications for doing this to them? If we don't need to, what reason do we have?
It's a circle of life that we meeting you, people like circle of life. Fish eat other fish, dogs eat them, and
Sure.
even like tigers eat whatever.
Yeah.
So I get the whole they're all substitutes and stuff. I think we're probably have 50 years off of that.
Does the tiger need to eat the animal to survive?
What else is it going to do?
Exactly. Do we need to eat them to survive?
No, that's fair enough. No, we don't do it.
Right, and the other thing is these...
We've evolved a little bit. Yeah, I get that.
And the other thing is these other animals don't have the moral agency we have. We understand right and wrong. So lions and tigers, they also rape each other. They eat their own babies, they eat their runts. We wouldn't look at what they do and say that's how we should base our behavior, that's moral. Because they do loads of things we wouldn't agree with, we wouldn't accept.
Yeah, okay.
I'll give you a card. If you watch one thing, the best speech you'll ever hear, it's on YouTube. Cool, I'll give you guys a card before you go. If you
You've definitely had an impact.
If you watch one thing, there's something here called the best speech you'll ever hear. I watched it like a year and a half ago, and I never thought about this topic, and it changed my life. It's like a 30-40 minute speech at a university, and it's really powerful. So thank you so much for stopping anyway, guys. My name's...
What about the other ones?
So there's lots of great stuff here.
What's the second best?
Ooh. I mean, this is hard to watch. Land of Hope and Glory. It's what we're showing, most of what we're showing.
Is this what I type into YouTube?
Yes, that's on YouTube. That's on YouTube. Yeah, that's all you need. All you need. So much information here, but I'd definitely watch that first. If you want to, Land of Hope and Glory shows all the ways in which we use animals in the UK, all recent footage. Like I said, it's not a nice watch, but I was glad I watched it, because if we close our eyes from this, it still happens, and we need to watch stuff to gain the motivation to do
something.
something.
Do you feel like your new diet is a struggle to maintain it?
Not at all. Not at all. It's the best decision that I've ever made. I can honestly say that, and I have more energy.
But like shit happens, you know, like killing happens everywhere in the world, and it happened all the time. So
yeah,
like nature is cruel, you know, like the world is bad.
It is, but that doesn't mean we should harm others, right?
Yeah, well.
Do you agree that when we buy these products, we're harming them? Affecting the supply and demand.
If we didn't buy them, they wouldn't live in the first place, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like they wouldn't even live. They wouldn't even live, you know? They wouldn't even be born. So.
Yeah, but just because we're bringing them into the world, do you think that means we should be allowed to do what we want with them?
I guess so, yeah.
I bring a child into the world.
Yeah.
Should I be allowed to do what I want and say, well, I brought it to life, so why shouldn't I? Or is it wrong of me to hurt them?
Well, it depends because like it's not socially acceptable, but what is right and what is wrong, right? Because like it's still only about the emotion because like your brain is wired not to hurt a baby, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So you feel it's wrong. Your feelings tell you it's wrong, you know?
Yeah, but if I had an animal here, pig, and started hurting it, beating it, would your feelings not tell you it's wrong?
Yeah, good, yeah.
Okay, here's an interesting question. How do you advise someone who wants to gain weight, who wants to weight lift, who's on a vegan diet?
Yeah, this is the thing. There's so many vegan bodybuilders now. I mean, a previous Mr. Universe used to be vegan. If I had a pen, I'd write some down for you.
Okay. I've got my phone.
So basically, if you were to replace all of the nutrients with the same nutrients from a different source, the body's not going to know the difference. So you can easily get 150 grams of protein a day on a vegan diet.
Okay.
I mean, do you count things like your macros?
Yeah, I started.
Yeah, so like, if you wanted 150 grams of protein, you can still count that on a vegan diet and still get it easily.
Yeah.
And there's people who do meal plans online. So
is it more expensive?
It's cheaper. For me, it's cheaper because if you think about the cheapest foods on the planet, the rice, the beans, pasta, that's what the poorest people on the planet are eating. Chicken breast is expensive. It depends what you want. If you want the vegan ice cream, the vegan pizza, which you can get everywhere around here, then it might be a bit more expensive. But eating in the whole foods, the healthiest foods, the beans, cheaper. You agree that it's unnecessary and immoral, right?
Well,
we don't need to
you
now.
have to replace the food with something else.
Do you think we can be healthy off plants?
Yeah, but like I don't know if it's sustainable. Like if everyone now stopped eating meat and everyone started eating plants, then it would be, I don't know if it's sustainable.
Right. Yeah, I used to think the same thing. The thing is, these animals, the billions of animals we're breeding, we're feeding them with plants, and these animals eat more than us. So 56 land animals a year, 56 billion land animals a year, we're feeding with grain and soy and all these plants. We'd be using less plants and less land if we were vegan.
Okay.
But I'll put a natural bodybuilder in for you. I think his YouTube's called Vegan Physique. I used to weightlift as well, and then I had shoulder surgery. I haven't been able to lift for like 3 years. But yeah, so you can get all the nutrition you need.
I must say, all of you are very slim.
We have got lower rates of obesity, yeah. But you can get massive if you watch that YouTube guy, honestly. Yeah. But thank you so much for stopping anyway. I hope you just look into it. That's all we're trying to get people to do.